Hello students, welcome to your computer classroom. So I hope all of you are doing well. And as in the previous classes, we have covered some important topics of Microsoft SS. So before moving further, let us have a revision of the previous topics so that we can relate to. Okay, so in the last class, we were discussing about how to join the, you can say, the tables using the relationship. Okay, so in that we have also seen the concept of foreign key, primary key we already know. So what is foreign key? Foreign key is the key which is used for establishing the relationship with another table. Clear? So if we see here in this paragraph also, we can read that in one table the field contains the unique values, whereas other table it does not. So the relationship field in the other table is called as foreign key. Clear? So this all concept we have covered through. So let us quickly see the steps also. So what we have done for creating the relationship, whatever the table we have, after opening those tables we go to the database tools tab. Okay, so in the database tool tab you can see there is the option for relationship. So when we click on this relationship button, it gives you the new this show table dialog box from where we choose the tables. Okay, and from these tables we choose whatever the uh, you can say the different values or the fields of those, so they appear. And here when we choose the tables, you can see these in the new window, this relationship window, these both tables are appearing to us with the all the name of the fields. Clear? So whatever the field you want to choose to create the relationship, we add those things, and with those we can relate the primary key to another foreign key. Let us quickly revise that also. So if we come to this software window, what we have to do, we have already opened our table, then go to the database tool tab, here it is. Then in that we find the relationship button. So let us click on this relationship button. So here you can see already we are appearing the table, or also you can click on the show table button if the name of the tables will not appear. So as we are having the two tables here, so in this case the address details and the student details, these are the two tables. So all the tables which we are appearing, if it is more than 3 4, all this will appear here. You have to select that and click on the add. Clear? So then the both or whatever the number of tables will be there, it will be added to the relationship window. Clear? So here you can see the both the tables are appearing to us with the symbol of the primary key or the foreign key, you can say, for the another table. So right now in the address detail also we are having one primary key, that is the admission number. Okay, so these two tables are appearing. Now let us see the steps how to create the relationship. Now here you can see on the step number 8, place your mouse pointer over the field you want to use to create a relationship with another table. Drag the field with the mouse over the other table until a small box appear over the matching field. Okay, the edit relationship dialog box will appear. So let us see that. So here if we come to the table, if we want to relate the admission number with the uh, admission number in the address detail, also we are having the same field. So what we have to do, we have to select the first one and drag to the another field of the another table. Clear? So when you click this edit relationship window will appear. Okay, now let us see once again. So this new window is appearing here. So this is the table query and the related table query. In this, whatever the field we have chosen, you can choose those field, that is the primary key or the foreign key. And then also there is a relationship type. At the bottom we can see the relationship type. So click on the create button to create a relationship with that. So here we are. So already this relationship type is one to one, and we have already selected the primary key and the foreign key. So that is appearing in this table query and the related table query. So let us click on this create button now when you click on the create button, you will see that there will be a line which shows that the relationship is now established. Clear? So this line indicates that the relationship is established between these two tables, and in the tables also the field is depicting to us. This admission number is being related with the admission number of the address detail. Whatever the field name will be, it will be the relationship will be established. Clear? So this is how we have seen how to establish the relationship, and also we can delete it if you want that the relationship which you have established, you can delete it as well. So let us see what will be the step for deleting that. Simply we will choose the relationship line with the mouse. So here I have selected, okay, wait a moment. Okay, so when we will select, it is selected. If you will press the enter key, delete key from the keyboard, this relationship will be deleted. So here you can see I have selected that, and when I click on the delete button, it asks for the confirmation that are you sure you want to permanently delete this relationship. If you want to delete, click yes. So then this line disappears. This means the relationship is no more with between these two tables. So this all we have covered in the previous class. Now today we are going to see how to create a form using wizard. So let us see what is wizard and what is form. So form is a view of one or more tables that are designed to be used for data entry and editing. Clear? So we already have seen the data sheet and design view for entering the records in the tables. Now there is a new concept, that is the form. So it is actually a view of one or more tables. So already existing tables can be used to create a form, as you also fill the forms online for various purpose. So this is something you can relate with, that these forms are used for taking the data from the user or from any user who is not the programmer, or who is not designing the database, you can say like this. So form is actually the view of those existing tables in our databases, and we can join more than one table also. So using those forms, the data can be entered by the user. Okay, by creating forms, you can make your database more user friendly for inexperienced users who are likely to enter and edit records. Clear? So it is for any of the person who is not familiar about the computers, who is the layman, you can say. So this is a user friendly approach for taking the data from different users, and that can also enter and edit the records in that. You can create a form using the form wizard. So what is the option for us for creating this form? There are various approaches. So in those, one is form wizard. The wizard asks you a series of questions. Now let us see what wizard is. Erase these lines. So the wizard asks you a series of questions and then sets up a form based on your answers. If you want to use the same data from your table in your form, you can do it with the help of form wizard. Clear? So when you choose this option for creating a form using form wizard, so wizard is actually automated steps for designing or for carrying out any specific task. So here in this MS Access, when you are using the form wizard, it will ask some questions, means what are the fields, what are the you can say what are the tables which you are choosing for creating the form. So when we choose all the fields, the tables, so by on the basis of our selection of the table or the fields, this form will be created. Clear? So this is the concept of form wizard. So these are the automated, it can make it easy, the steps which we will do manually rather than using the form wizard. Now let us see what are the steps. So first step is click on the create tab in the ribbon. So where is the create tab? Here it is. So we have to click on the create tab, then click on the more forms buttons, and then click on the form wizard. So here we have the form wizard option. So then form wizard dialog box appear. Let us see these steps practically. So here we are with our table. Relationship is no more required, we can remove. So now this is the table we have. Then come to the create tab. In the create tab we have form wizard. Let me show you once again. So here is the create tab and the form wizard, here it is. Clear? So we have to click on the form wizard. Okay, so let us choose, click on the form wizard. Okay, so here is the form wizard dialog box. From here we can choose, we can see that we have the option for choosing the table also. Clear? So in the single database we can have multiple tables. Clear? So right now we are having two tables, that way it is appearing to us. One is address details and another is student details. So right now we are working on the student details. Now you can see these all available fields. Clear? So what all the fields we have, like admission number, student name, transport, these are all appearing to us as well. Clear? So these are the available field. Now from these available field, whatever the field you want to use in the form, so that can be chosen to the selected fields. Clear? So what is the way to choose? Whatever the field you want to choose, click on that and click on this single arrow button. Clear? So this approach will transfer one at a time. And if you want to select all these available field, we can click on this double arrow key. Clear? So if we click on this double arrow key, the all the fields will be transferred to the selected fields. So let us click on this double arrow, and this will transfer all the fields to the selected fields. You can see here as well. And if you want to remove any of these, we can click again on this right arrow button, sorry, left arrow button. So this will transfer the selected field again to the available field. Clear? So if you want to remove any of these, so you can select one by one any of this field, or double clicking this will also transfer that. Or if you want to move all the fields back, we can click on this double arrow. Clear? So this will be the way to transfer the field or to select the field. So if we want to choose all of the fields, let us click on this double arrow key. Let us come again to the book. Clear? So these are all the steps which is being shown from step number 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? So here we have seen how to select a single field from the available field to move to the selected field. So it can be done by one, or you can transfer all of the fields to the selected fields. Okay, let us see further. Let us read this, update your knowledge as well. So forms displays customized format for adding, deleting or displaying data. So we have already seen that forms, what is the purpose of these forms? Forms are used for taking the values from the user, so the user can add the different records data, then it can be deleted, and it is used for you can say a user friendly approach. So this will be you can say a better display can be obtained by using the forms. Okay, let us see the next step. So next step is, when we have transferred whatever the field we want, after that we have to click on the next button. Clear? So let us click on the next and see what happens. So I have clicked on the next button. So here it is now the different layout of this. So here you can see the column layout, tabular layout, data sheet, justified, and the preview of these you can see in this preview window also. So if I click choose any of the other, the the layout of that will change accordingly. So whatever the layout you want to choose, we can choose from here. Okay, the same is given in the book as well. So here it is on step number 8 and 9. You can see these are the radio buttons. Which are radio buttons? The buttons which are having the circular shape, and in which when you click that, that is called as radio button. Clear? And the checkboxes we already know. The square boxes where we click and it is marked with the checkbox. Clear? So this is the radio button, and this is the checkbox. So these right now in the form wizard, when we are selecting the different layouts, these are displayed in the radio button approach. Clear? The checkboxes also we have seen in the various previous windows. So when we select any of these layout, after that we have to click again on the next button. So let us click again. So here we have chosen the column layout, then click on the next button. Now it is asking for what title do you want for your form. So here you can name it whatever the name you want. So let us click as students form or something like that, which can be relatable. Clear? Then we should read these wizard as well, because it will give you the information that what are the steps you are doing. Then select all the information the wizard needs to create your form. Do you want to open the form or modify the form design? Open the form to view or enter information, and modify the form design. So we have already selected the layout of that. We have selected the fields. Now whatever the you have two options. First is open the form, and second one is modify the form design. So let us first open the form, then we will see how to modify that. So if I click on the finish button, this form will appearing to us. Okay, let us come again to the textbook. So here also, after completing all the steps till step number 10, 11, here we have clicked on the finish button. Then after we get the form in this layout with the details which we have already entered. So few of those details, all of one by one it will appear. So right now this is the form with the details which were entered in that. Okay, now after viewing this form, we can also close this form by the cross button at the corner. Clear? So this is how to view the form and how to close any of the uh, form which is open. Okay, so let me show you how to close it also. So here if I move this pen, here you can see it is coming again and again. Okay, so here is the close button you can see at the corner. So whatever the form which is appearing to you right now, if you want to close it, you can close it by clicking on this cross button. Clear? So this will again, so now all these things, all the objects which is open in your navigation window, you can see these are the tables, and at the bottom right now the form which you have just created will appear. Clear? So if you want to open it again, double click on this and it will again open the form. Okay, now let us see how to move from one record to another record in the form. Okay, so the next is moving through the records. What does it mean by moving through the records? When you open the form, at a time it is displaying you a single you can say a single record information, the name which were whatever it was, the student ID, the name, the class. Clear? So this is the detail of a single person. Clear? So if you want to move from one record to another, now we will see how to move from one record to another in the forms. Clear? Right now we are studying the form. So here it is. You can move through the records in a form to review or edit your information you have made. Clear? So whatever the existing data it is, if you want to change anything, if you want to enter some other details, so that can be edited or it can be deleted as well. So the steps here are: first is to move to another record, click on one of the following buttons. So here at the bottom of this form, here there are different control buttons using, like first record, you can see first record if you want to see the first record. Then for as we use different media player also or different other software, so there also we have next and previous options. So here we have the same as well. So previous record, next record, and the last record. If you want to choose any of these, you can select the buttons accordingly. Let us see this. erase these marks and come to the software window. So here we are. So if you want to go to the next, here we have the next button. So if I click on this, the next record will appear to us. Here you can see the values are changing. Clear? So this way the records can be moved from one to another. Clear? And if you want to go to a particular record or to a last record, so there is the option for last record. So if you click on that, the we are having right now 10 records. So here you can verify in the student details also. If I show you, here we have the 10 names. Clear? So these 10 names, the single record is appearing one at a time, like student admission number 1238, the student name is Yugesh, the transport is school bus. So a single record is appearing to us in a one at a time. So the same is being moving. If we click on this previous or next, this is changing. Clear? So here you can switch to the first to last, or if you want to go to any specific record, we can click here. 1 of 10 it is written. If I click 5, so it will move to the 5th record. Clear? If you want to move to the 8th record, write 8. Clear? So this way you can switch from one record to another. So this is the way to move from records to another record in the form. So these are the same steps which are given in the book. So these are the control buttons. Using those you can go, or you can type the number of the record in the area where it is being written. Clear? Or also if you want to start a new blank record, that also can be done by clicking on the new record button. Let me show you that also. So if we come here you can see at the rightmost, here we have new blank record. So if I click on this, so a new blank record will appear, and from here also, as we know what is the purpose of the form can be used for taking the input from the user. Clear? So if you have already created the design of the table, you have set the primary key, we have set the different data types of those. So now it is only the purpose is to take the record from the user. So as you can see now, this is the layout which is friendly for the user. Clear? The user can relate to it, as we also fill the forms online. So in the same way, these boxes are the area where the user will enter the details. So now if you want to enter, you have clicked on the new record, then let us enter it. Some, if admission number is something like 6935, then student name, suppose we write Abhay, then transport, whatever, if it is using school bus, private van, so whatever it is you can enter it. Then class, so it is by default it is appearing 0 because we have set a default value. So if it is always class 8, class 7, so accordingly we can choose the default value. Then whatever the dance form he is learning, so if he is learning Kathak or hip hop or whatever is, let us enter the fee something like 800. Clear? So this is the entered value. Now it is saved as well. If we again click on the new record, the new record will be appearing to us. If you want to see that the record which we have entered is appearing, so if we click on the back button, you can see here also the detail is visible to you. It was 11th, so here it is. You can also see this in the table which is already existing. So we have right now it is 10. Okay, so whatever the detail which is filled right now in the form, it is appearing in the form. Maybe when we will save that, the data will appear there also. Clear? So this form view, I hope you are now familiar with the form view. So by clicking on the new blank record, the data can be entered by the user. Not only that, we can delete, modify the existing data as well. Clear? Let us come to the book. So here we have seen how to move from record to another. Now changing the views of the form. Clear? So as in the previous chapter we have seen the design view and data sheet view in the normal table which we create in the MS Access. Now if we want to switch to different views for the forms, so here for the forms also we have the different views. Let us see those views. So you can customize your form using design and layout view. Clear? So here the views are design and layout views. So let us see what are these. In the design view, each object appears as a separate editable element in the form. Clear? So here you can see also the preview, and in the layout view you can rearrange the forms controls and adjust the sizes directly on the form. So these are the two views for the forms, and let us see now how to switch from one view to another. So first is in design view. So open the form, then click on the home tab in the ribbon. So where is the home tab? Here, you already know. So from the home tab we have the view button. At the left you can see the view button, then click on the design view. Whatever the view you want to choose, you can choose from there. Let us do it practically. So if we come to the software window, here we are. So what we have to do, we have to go on the home button, then on the view. From home we are going to view. From here you can see the layout view, design view and form view. So right now we are working on the form view. So if I choose the design view, you can see the design view will appear like this. Clear? The admission number, student name, transport. So all these layout is appearing to us in the design view. This is the design view of the form. Okay, and then we have, so here you can see these were the steps for choosing the design view. If you want to choose the layout view, again the approach will be same. Go to the home tab, then from the home tab again click on the view, and from the view we can choose the layout view. Let us see these steps also. Erase this and come to the software window. So here what we have to do, again click on the home tab, then view, and from view we are right now in the design view, so it is appearing. And if you want to switch to the layout view, again click on the layout view. Okay, so the layout view in which we were working earlier, and the form view which also we are working, it is the same. So layout view and the design view we have seen here, the same is appearing to us. So in the layout view we have seen the data will be displayed something like this. Let us read this as well. So SS displays the form as it is originally appears, but each element is editable. Clear? So what is the use of this layout view? In the layout view, whatever the data which we have entered, it is now editable to us. We can edit the data from here. Clear? And in the design view, if we come to the previous, the design view which we have seen, so this displays you the form design. Clear? So in the design view, what is the purpose of that? The design view, the each of the objects appears as a different separate editable element, and in the layout view we can rearrange the form controls. Clear? We can adjust the size directly from this form. Okay, so if I show you, here you can see, if right now we are, let us delete this. So here right now we are in the layout view here, and the status bar also you can see the name of that view will appear. So here if you see, if we want to means move this admission number, these you can see I can drag from one place to another. Clear? So student name, if I want to appear at the bottom, you can drag and bring it to the bottom. Clear? So this way this is the advantage of the different views. Clear? From here you can choose the place of the data. So whatever the appearance you want to choose, we can click and drag it accordingly. And when we choose the design view, Let us come again to design view. So here in the design view also you can see the different data is appearing to us. So from here also we have the option for editing those. If you want to drag to any other place, this can be dragged. So these are the two approaches for displaying us. So this way we can control the different things of the form which we have created. So these are the two views by using which we can control the layout of the form. So in the coming class we will see something about how to format the form and how to uh, choose some themes for these forms. Okay, so this way we will complete the chapter as well in the coming class. So by then you can try to do few of the questions of the exercise. Okay, like take the correct answers, filling the blanks, and the question answers maybe we will cover in the coming class. So before that, question number 1 and 2, that is objective questions and filling the blanks, will be the homework for you. We will discuss those questions, but first try to do it yourself. Okay, thank you everyone. Let us meet in the class with the remaining topics. Till then you can practice these things and read the book as well. So whatever the doubt or questions you have, we will take all those questions in the coming online session. Thank you everyone.